This video is brought to you by Miniature Market. Thousands of board games, miniatures, and paints, discount prices at miniaturemarket.com. Hello everybody, it's your old pal Rob. Welcome to yet another War and Pieces. Now today, of all days, we have a question for you. Alright? A lot of you are experienced wargamers, like myself, many years underneath the helm. So I wondered, where do you start? Where do you start with somebody that's never picked up a game or never played a game? And I kind of started thinking, okay, what are great beginning games? Now, I can rank them and list them, but I decided to take 3 of them and put it out to you guys. And I'm going to give you my thoughts on each one, and where 2 are kind of similar in a lot of ways. So I kind of scratched my head. If you had a beginning board gamer, and this all stems to the latest birth of my beautiful grandson, and I'm wondering, well, when he gets old enough, where do I start? What do I start him with as far as war games? Do I go Tactics 2? Which, let's be honest, Tactics 2 is a great beginner game, a great beginner war game, and it's probably one of the best places to start. But let's face it, when you're talking about someone new to it, when they look at it and they look at the board and it doesn't pop for them or sink in for them right away, do they kind of look at it and go, okay, and does the gameplay capture them? That's where you're hoping, is that more than the visual, is that the aspect of the game itself and what the game is and the ease of playing the game and how it teaches just basic functions of wargaming. Is that enough to hook them and bring them in? Right? Well, yeah. Then I looked at, probably one of the most popular games out there. That's Memoir 44. Okay? Is that a good place to start? And where I kind of it sticks right to World War II. Okay, so as a young kid or an adult, you understand army men and tanks. Okay, and the simplicity of playing that game, yet the strategic parts of that game that really stand out are getting your cards and figuring out which quadrant to move and how to get the most out of each attack. And I think that, even though it doesn't show you the basic wargaming skills, it may be enough because visually it's appealing. The miniatures are nice, the different types of all the supplements that come with it that you can add in. You could play winter battles or whatever, and it could be very intriguing to someone new to it and really get them to get the bug. But when you go to show them a very basic war game, do you lose them there? And does the World War II aspect just kind of hem it in, where it doesn't really speak to all of wargaming, such as Ancients and Napoleonics and things like that? Is it a good starting point? Yeah. Would I take it over Tactics? I don't know. And then I thought of a third entry, which, from the same designer, okay, our good friend Richard Borg, Command and Colors. Why not Command and Colors? Because it has so many different variants. When you look at it, you have the Ancients, where you can kind of do a little Rome and Carthaginians, and that could be very appealing. And where a lot of it is blocks and stuff like that, and you can keep it hidden from your opponent and things like that, or depending on how you want to play it. And of course, you know, different maps and different scenarios. So there's just this variant. And then you go into the Napoleonic aspect of it, with command and colors and all the things that adds, and giving you in different time periods and things like that. Does the historical aspect hook someone that you want to start and break into wargaming? The gameplay, again, both Memoir and Command and Color are very similar, basically the same game. It's just different variants. And then, of course, you have Tactics, which is a true war game. Very simple, but not appealing to the eye. But does give you that depth of strategy, or the beginning levels of the depth of strategy, to take you to that next place, to take you to that next level. It's the building foundation that will take you to a Panzer Blitz or things like that. So I really kind of wonder, or do you do something like an Imperial Struggle, which I'm going to keep out of this. But out of those three games, which one do you feel would be the best game as a building block, a foundation to get somebody new into our fantastic and wonderful hobby, full of wonderful, well, mostly wonderful people? So I put it out to you guys. I look really forward to seeing your comments in the bottom. And I wonder, where do I start? Or it's easy to do all three, but if I had to pick one, which one? Would it be Command and Colors? Would it be Memoir? Or would it be Tactics 2? You can even go Gettysburg, kind of, because it was that type of thing. But we're going to stick with Tactics 2. So I really look forward to your comments. Or maybe you even have a suggestion that might be something even better, where we go, oh boy, I missed that one on the boat, and maybe we should add that one into the mix. Always interested in seeing and hearing your comments, as always. And until next time, it's your old pal Rob saying...